how it's looking.
All right.
All right then. Thanks. Bye.